Good morning, people. It's your boy Jaron Ikner, aka Black Uno, Black One, motherfucking Ben Cloak, motherfucking Bleezy Dangerfield, motherfucking that dude in the building. Here on another morning motivation, number 5. I realized yesterday that I numbered my stuff wrong. I didn't realize it until my girlfriend pointed it out to me. She's like, you have number 3 in your video, and it's actually number 4. And it's like, oh yeah, and that happened. So let me wait a little moment here as people show up, if they do. But I'm going to share this to my respective channels real quick. I hope you guys are all doing well. I actually have, yesterday I basically had to shut down everything because I had a lot of schoolwork due, and I am quite the procrastinator. It's something that I really need to stop doing. It's probably one of my worst flaws, is that I always like to wait until the absolute last minute to get shit done. And so that was yesterday, where I had 2 chapters of math homework and 2 quizzes that I had to do, and it was all due last night. So I spent like a good, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours of doing math problems and crunching numbers, and my brain is just... So today we're going to mostly focus on creative stuff. I'm going to try and seal up and finish off Parallax today. It's just about done. I just mostly have to do a little bit of cleanups on the mix and finish up the artworks and other stuff. I don't want to reveal too much, but we got some pretty cool ideas. I put number 2. Jesus. This is why I need a producer for these events, because I'm multitasking. And I just put the wrong number. But anyways, yeah, so we got a lot of cool stuff coming out for Parallax. And we got a really ambitious idea that we're doing. And we haven't really... We were just now cracking it. I'm not sure if you've been following me, but we shot a video yesterday. And I had a whole thing about videos, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. So let's get to it. We're trying to keep these under 10 minutes. So microcosms. A microcosm is basically a smaller version of something else. And so in the context of what we're talking about, music and all this, the best example I can give is like the Arizona hip hop scene is a microcosm of the national hip hop scene. Okay, so what does that mean when I say that the phrase microcosm? Another way I could think of it, or another way to describe it, would be it's like a mini universe. A microcosm is the world around you, the people around you. This is your microcosm, and this is what you use to get your art out in a local sense, be heard, be seen. And the idea is that each scene is its own microcosm. You know what I'm saying? Each scene is its own thing. And we operate in our microcosm, which is the Arizona hip hop scene. So, what does this all mean? Why am I bringing this up? Well, the main reason why I'm bringing this up is because of the fact that I think one of the biggest misconceptions about being a rapper or being an artist in the music world is that an artist has to blow up. And if you don't blow up and you're not like charting the Billboard and doing all this stuff, then you aren't really popping per se, and you're failing as an artist. And what people need to understand is that if you are able to dominate your own microcosm or your own particular universe, it's very possible for you to expand to new heights in different microcosms and macrocosms, which is, bigger versions of that. But it's also possible to be profitable and make a living by doing this. And mostly what this connects to is the other part of this post, which is known as the 1,000 true fan theory. And the 1,000 true fan theory states that if you were able to earn 1,000 true fans. Now, the definition of a true fan is a fan that is willing to spend Oh, the adage is around $100, but we'll say $100 for sake of this conversation. So, a true fan is someone that is willing to spend about $100 on you in any capacity over the course of a year. So that goes to shows, merchandise, CDs, music streams, whatever revenue streams. If you can get 1,000 people to subscribe to you as an artist and invest $1,000 into you a year, $100 into you a year, you are suddenly pulling in $100,000 a year as a musician, which is 1%. Suddenly you're a 1% artist. So now the question comes down to, like, okay, so how do I get that 1,000 fans? And this goes back to the microcosm. You need to focus at home, because I think a lot of people, especially with the conception of the internet and things like social media, people feel like that they have to go out and blow up and go viral and go on the road. But Phoenix, and I say Phoenix because that's where I'm from. Phoenix is 5 million people deep. If you're able to subscribe and get 1,000, a fraction of a percentage of the population of the city, a fraction of a percentage to invest into you on a yearly basis, you can have a viable career as an artist without having to worry about charting the Billboard and all this stuff. So that's where the whole local scene becomes extremely important, that people don't utilize. I think a lot of people out here feel like they're using the local scene as a stepping stone, when in reality is, if you're smart about it, you can create a viable engine that you can eat off of locally and never have to leave Arizona. Now you shouldn't want to leave, because you're an artist and you want to expand and have your music be heard. But if you're doing things like putting together local showcases and doing things like community events and taking care of your people, that's the best way to get people on your side, is to take care of your fam. Like more charity events, more humanitarian efforts, more community-based projects that focus on your microcosm and who you are and what your world is. If you're able to get your people, and then also if you have friends and fans that support your music already, encourage them to support it in ways that spread it. If you can get one of your fans to tell 3 people how dope you are, you're already 4 fans deep off of one person. And you repeat that. Now, me personally, this is something that I've really just got onto, over the ever since I probably launched the label. And I would say Lizzie Page is a good example of a way that we've been really trying to cultivate that, in the sense that, the fans that she has, that we've cultivated over the last 8 months now, they're really, really strong fans. They will buy all her merchandise, they will buy all their tickets to her shows, and they will buy her music when it comes out. It's almost guaranteed. Now, the numbers are small, but the idea is that we're trying to grow on that to the point where the end game is eventually she will be financially stable off of being able to just drop music and do art, which is what we all really want as artists in long term. So, it's all really about touching your people. I think like I said earlier, a lot of people have the misconception that, oh, I need to be blowing up. I need to be going viral on Twitter. I need to be, my YouTube video needs to have thousands of plays. And honestly, that's all good. And but the social media aspect is only just a small aspect of how you can get your bag and be successful as an artist. It's a really minor, especially when they think about the grand scheme of things, where social media, all this shit, this is barely a decade old, on the level that we're operating on. Not even. This live video stuff, my ability to go live and talk to you like this, in this capacity, is less than 5 years old. So this is all new stuff. Everything that I'm explaining to you is stuff that has been proven to work for local independent artists on their grind before the advent of and the rise of social media and connections like this. And so, even with me, the reason why I'm doing videos like this, and my idea is, my goal is to increase my brand and have a connection with my people that makes them want to invest more into what we're doing, and so I can continue to cultivate my 1,000 true fans. And idealistically, as a brand, you know, I'm a brand. Starstruck is a brand. So if ideally I want to be worldwide, I want to make all the money and get all the clout and all that shit. But from a logistical standpoint, that might not happen. But what I can do, that doesn't mean that I can't make good income and be able to support my brand and my people and my involved and on a local sense, just by focusing on the people that are here, because it all spreads. So focus on your microcosm. Don't be afraid to like think local sometimes. And I think everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people out here are really on some like, oh, screw this scene. You know what? Like, from a political aspect, yeah, this scene is kind of wild, and there's some weird stuff that happens in the scene, and it's off-putting. But you shouldn't be doing this stuff for other artists. If you're out here operating in this scene so you can get the attention of another artist, like, you're doing it wrong. You're not here for other rappers. You're not here for other musicians. You're here for people to grow with you. Now, if they happen to be musicians and they happen to rap, then so be it. But the idea is that you as an artist are not here to share your art with other artists. You as an artist are here to share your art with other people who resonate with the energy that you're creating. The more you resonate the energy with people, the more that you're able to monetize it. And ouch, I just stubbed the shit out of my toe. Fuck. Okay. This is a good time to stop this video because I just stubbed the shit out of my toe. Anyway, so I appreciate you guys for watching Morning Motivations. We're trying to do this every day around 8 a.m. my time. Trying to keep these videos short and concise. And this is all just like, you know, a little preamble, pre-warm up to a lot of cool things that we got coming from Starstruck TV. So we appreciate you. Appreciate you all. Make sure you like, share, and, you know, discuss the video. And, you know, we'll get it popping. Appreciate you all. One love. See you soon.